Hello and welcome to the Ross Cloud Podcast. I'm your host, Carl Ross Sr. And this platform was created to motivate and to inspire in hopes that you will become a better you. You know, I like to take a little bit of time and say hello to everybody all over the world. I'm going to start right here in North Carolina. Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the Trey folk. And we're going to bring you right here to Greensboro, the Gate City. Raleigh, North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, the Bull Town. Hello to the Queen City in Virginia. Danville, Virginia, Virginia Beach. Boston, Mass. Thank you for tuning in. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Detroit, Michigan. Thank you for listening. Chi-Town. And we're going to take you overseas to Brussels, Belgium, to our French-speaking community over there. Bonjour. And to those that speak Flemish, dag and tankzink. To all of you guys over there, thank you so much for listening. Over in Russia, Free Brittany Griner. We're going to say it loud over here at the Ross Cloud Podcast. Bring her home, bring her home. Brittany Griner, Brittany Griner. Say hello to the folks down there in Malaysia and India and Africa, Senegal, Africa. Especially, thank you guys for tuning in and listening. Listen, we have a very, very, very special guest in the building. We have the one and only.
My name is Baisha Bignall, but everybody calls me Shasha.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm glad you were able to say it because I was not. So thank you so much for coming on the Ross Cloud Podcast. We really do appreciate you coming in and gracing us with your presence. And, hey, we're super excited. This platform was created to motivate and to inspire. Mm-hmm. And hopefully you can say something today to, inspire someone younger, to push them to become greater. So, listen, we're not going to hold you up any longer. We're not going to hold our folks up any longer. So let's go ahead and start with you. Let's talk about college. Mm-hmm. So what college do you attend?
The illustrious North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University.
AGGIE pride. We had to say it. We definitely had to say that. That's a must.
That's right.
Worldwide.
The greatest homecoming on
Earth. Had to get that out of the way. So tell us, if you would, can you tell us about your experience thus far in college?
So I really liked A&T. A lot of times when I was like younger in high school, I was either like around a lot of people weren't not people of color.
Sure.
And or people that were of color, they say maybe, I acted a little bit too, proper, or I wasn't black enough. Moving to A&T, it's like people are diverse.
Absolutely.
You see so much diversity at a HBCU.
Yes.
And it was a lot more accepting, family atmosphere. Yeah. I really loved it. The professors were great.
Yeah.
Great help. And then students were amazing.
I love it. Those are the kind of things that we want to hear about the HBCU experience. And because of that, you probably can't hear it, but I'm going to give you some hand claps for that. HBCU, stand up.
That's right.
Come on, get on over here to
So,
them.
quick question. What made you want to go to A&T versus any other HBCU? So what
question.
makes North Carolina agricultural and tech?
Technical.
What made you choose that HBCU versus all the ones across the country?
So where the money resides, I'm just playing. Yes, they did give me a full ride scholarship, but even if I hadn't gotten that, I would have went there.
Right on.
So it was three things. I wanted to go into a finance program. I researched them. It was amazing. Made sure I had a good honors program. They have a lot of internships for first year students, a lot of leadership position within it, which I do have one right now.
Yeah.
But so that was amazing. And then, academics are great, but what's the non-academic side like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, the events, they constantly hold so many events, like community service events or just like social events and a G-Ho, Aggie Fest.
Right.
So it's like, it was the perfect balance between like my work, what I needed for my schoolwork and academics, and then just like social fun.
Yeah.
So that's
important. That's necessary. Yeah.
So what did you choose to, what are you majoring in? Can you tell the audience what you're majoring in? I think you kind of mentioned it just now.
Yeah.
But go ahead and elaborate on it. Also, the second question behind that, what do you see yourself doing once you finish with pursuing this degree after you graduate A&T?
Gotcha. So 2-part question. So first part, I am a finance student.
Okay.
I may or may not be taking a minor in business information technology. I'm planning on doing that. I just haven't solidified my decision yet.
Sure.
Because business technology is very important.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm majoring in. And then, what was the question?
When you finish with...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You all right?
So after A&T, I plan on going to grad school. So I'm going to do a master's in wealth management. But I'm planning on either staying at A&T or I'll be doing my wealth management master's in Howard.
Come on. I ain't mad at you.
So
that's what's up. My nephew's kind of doing the same thing, except for he going to Central.
Okay.
Don't knock him.
Hey.
He's going to Central.
No judgment.
For criminal justice, but once he's finished his degree, he's going to transfer to Howard to pursue his law.
I love
it.
Yeah, that's a big deal. So with the wealth management, am I correct?
Correct. Yeah.
What are your plans to do with that? Are you going to do anything so far as community service with that?
Wealth management?
Yes.
So specifically, have I knocked all the details out? No.
Okay.
But I do want to be a certified financial advisor. So it's a 3-part thing. So first certified financial advisor.
Yeah.
Helping people with their finances. Making sure they know how to control money so it doesn't control them. That's a big thing on my list. Yeah. And then improving financial literacy in the Black community has always been a big thing for me. Like if you read my interest in like my scholarship, they ask me all these questions. What do you want to do? Financial literacy has always been a big thing for me.
I love it. Yes.
Especially when I research like how debt affects college students, especially Black college students. Yeah. So I can go on and on about that.
No, we want to hear that. We want to hear that because we need that in our community. We do.
Yeah.
We need that. So kudos to you for that. We need more people stepping up that's willing to take on that mantle, that torch, and rock with it and say, hey, I'm going to teach you guys about how to work with your money. That's something we don't get too often.
Especially to the younger generation.
Yes.
So I commend that right there because a lot of the kids, they just worried about, I'm pretty sure you probably do it too anyways, but a lot of kids is worried about TikTok nowadays.
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, all of that. But to hear you speak about your interest into financial literacy into the Black community, I think that's something that's dope and that's great.
Yes.
We would like for it to be implemented within schools.
Yes,
but
we would.
Because it's not, it's dope to have people like you who take the initiative to go to school, get the education, and then say, hey, I'm going to take what I learned and take it back to my communities.
Yeah, and that's A&T's mission. Like literally, if you go on their website, their mission is like increasing academic excellence to go out in the community and improve your community. Yeah, so that's it's very segue
moment. So you are running for SGA.
Yes.
So talk to us about that, and can you talk to us about your 3 areas that you're mainly focusing on?
Got you. So usually we have spring elections. That's our big main elections. During the spring, I was running for secretary of the honors board. That's kind of what I've done my research on and know I wanted to do. But I wanted to do a little bit more. So during the summer, I realized nobody ran for president or vice president for sophomore class. We have positions for everything else except for the sophomore class. Right. So when that happens, we have to have fall elections. And then I was like, the position's open. I know what I want to do.
Yeah.
Let me just go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that happened last year too, because my mentor, she's currently sophomore class president, and she had to run during the fall because nobody ran. So, sophomore class is, it's a weird year.
Yeah.
So my 3 initiatives are going to be wellness, knowledge, and service. So you want me to go like deeper?
I do. Elaborate on all 3 of those. Sure.
Okay. So first, wellness. A lot of people during spring election focused on your mental health, and while that is very, very important, we have everybody like on it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And everybody has a different way of getting on it, and I commemorate them. That's great.
Yeah.
But my main thing I've always been, passionate about is physical health.
Yeah.
Of course, mental and physical health are hand in hand.
Yes.
But I know more about physical health. So I used to run track in high school. So
that's
the physical.
My thing. Yes. Talk about the physical. Yeah.
So I do want to, push physical health. Yeah. And you don't always have to run. You don't have to go to the gym. There's different ways to stay active, and I want to make sure our class, knows the different ways you can do it.
Yeah.
And find your exercise. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So
glad you said that. So glad you said that. Yes. Go ahead.
So it's not just that. And then my other section for wellness was sleep and diet. So the thing is, a lot of people know you're supposed to get this many hours sleep, you're supposed to stay this, to stay balanced, have a balanced diet, but they don't do it. So my main thing is not really teaching them more about physical health with diet and exercise, but pushing it and giving them more opportunities, giving them more events where you can learn and actually be doing it at the same time.
Yeah,
I love it.
I do. I do. Yes.
So sleep, diet, and then finding your exercise. That's my wellness portion.
I love it. Love it. I think you'll be great. I might join your class.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful, man. I think that's just so inspiring for others too, because you're adding that community aspect to just what you said earlier. You're going to go out and you're going to change the world little by little with your
one class at a time.
One class at a time, right? So can you? Oh boy, here's a question I wanted to ask you. So I think it was SGA. Am I correct?
Yep.
SGA. Okay, what made you want to, what's the importance of being a part of SGA? Why is that so valuable? And why is that so important for a student to get involved in the college culture in that sense? I know why, but I'd like to hear it from you, why that is so valuable and why that's important.
Gotcha.
And what you can do with that.
So A&T, the history of A&T students, A&T 4 or the protests that were happening, it has really been on seeing the issue in the community and not just talking about it. That's really A&T's whole legacy.
Period.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And that's why I wanted to go to that school.
Yeah.
So with SGA, it gives you the platform. A lot of people have an idea, but you don't have to go through SGA to initiate what you want to do in the community. But it's a great way to get in there.
Yeah.
So for me, it was I have these ideas. I have, the way I want to do it. I have the events I want to do. This is the way I want to go through SGA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also through elections, that's where people get to really know you and who you are.
Yeah.
So it's not just I want to do this in the community. I'm just going to go get a couple friends and go do it.
Right.
SGA, I'm going to meet the people, let them know what I'm about, who I am.
Yeah.
And then, convince them, hey, this is my idea. Let's do this. This is the problem. Let's fix it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of my reason of why, I feel like
you're a problem solver. You are. You're a problem solver. That's what I get from it.
It has its pros and its cons.
Sure it does. It does.
But
I think you're strong enough to do it just based off of your energy that you're giving us in this room right now. I know you can do it. Because, sister, you're confident.
Thank you.
So we're going to keep cheering you on because you're going to win. In our opinion, from our perspective, here at the Ross Cloud Podcast, we're cheering you on and we're looking forward to hearing the future. What are some of your future plans after college? After college.
So
can you look ahead? Can you look ahead?
You
or do
mean
you
like
want to
in
go
college?
back?
You mean like college-wise? Or you mean like
okay.
life-wise?
You know what?
Let's say life-wise.
Let's say life-wise.
Because I feel like I'm one of those people that have like their whole entire life planned out, and they shouldn't even have it that far.
No.
Trust me, I've seen her. She's
Okay.
very organized and detailed. So when she just said she has her life planned already, I believe it. Trust me.
Okay.
I've seen it.
So you have it already planned out. So you're a goals-oriented person.
I have an idea. I don't like to.
Okay.
If you try to stick too heavily on a strict way that you want your life to go,
okay,
you're gonna be disappointed in life.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the thing is, you might not get what you want, but it might be something better coming. So
agree.
I'm kind of like, I have an idea. I know the direction I'm going to go into.
Yeah.
If I happen to, have a roadblock, I'm okay with going a different way.
Sure. I got you.
Yeah.
Is this your freshman year, sophomore year?
I'm going into my sophomore year.
Okay, yeah. So that was kind of a loaded question for you because you still kind of
You got a little bit more time.
Yeah, you got a little bit more time to think about it. But I still think that just listening to you talk, just what you said, Wu, she knows exactly what she wants to do. If it goes to the left, she has a game plan to put it back on the straight and narrow, to get it back in the direction that you want to go in. Right. So that means you're going to the top either way. You understand that there's hills and valleys. Yeah, there's hills and valleys as you walk this thing out. But when you get there, you're going to be like, yeah. So that's cool. Go ahead, Wu.
Another segue.
Yeah.
Where are you originally from?
Oh.
Yes, talk about it.
Is there a reason you asked that question?
Your accent.
Yeah.
Exactly. I heard it. Thank you, Wu.
How I speak has nothing to do with where I'm from. Well, at least I don't think so, because I'm gonna just tell you, and you'll be like, that's not that accent. But yeah, so originally, both my parents are immigrants from Jamaica.
All right. You speak a little patois?
Just a little bit.
Give us some.
Oh, please don't even do
Don't
that.
put you on the spot like that. Okay, then. I mean, we got to ask,
It's in the moment.
Okay, right on. Go ahead.
Yeah, we won't
We won't do that.
We won't do
okay?
that right now. No, because I want people saying, she didn't say that right. She didn't do this. I'm like, okay.
Because they'll do it too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the Patwa police.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
so yeah, both my parents are immigrants from Jamaica. They moved to Florida.
Okay.
And that's where I was born. I was born in North Florida. I was raised in Central Florida.
Were you in Tallahassee, Florida? Pisco?
That's my
Tallahassee,
birthplace.
Wow. Okay. I love it. Now, we lived in Florida for a small time. We lived in Tallahassee, Florida. We went to Rickards High School. Okay, that's before your time.
I moved
telling
out
my
of Tallahassee from like 6 months old.
Say
yeah,
less.
I was very
I got
young.
you. Okay. Yeah, great place though. Tallahassee is a great place. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue, sister.
Yeah, so about 6 months old, moved to Central Florida. I was raised there until about age of 14.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I came here when I was in 8th grade.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, cool. I love it. So are is your mother a great cook?
Yes.
Oh, I believe.
But I can't say like, oh, my mom's a great cook and my dad. No,
you
my
can't do it.
mom and my dad throw down. Okay, it's not like, oh, one's better than the other. When it comes to a certain type of meat, my mom got
come
it.
on.
When it comes to another, like my dad got it. So
Okay,
it's like,
so who has the oxtail?
Oh, I was just about to ask it. Ooh, don't say it.
Get yourself in
Listen,
trouble.
don't do it. Don't
get me in
do it.
trouble.
Okay, then.
Not gonna get me in trouble.
Okay.
I'm not answering that one.
Okay. Do they make
Plead the fifth.
do they make the beef patties too?
Do they make beef patties?
Yeah. Do they make them themselves?
My dad, he did. Actually, both my parents tried to make them, but you can't beat. Was it Tasties? Yeah, Tasties patties from Jamaica.
Yeah.
You can go to South Florida and get real close.
Okay.
But that's probably about it. The ones here in North Carolina, there.
She don't even recognize that accent came out.
Did you hear it too?
She doesn't think she has an accent.
Oh, it's
but
there.
The first time we met, I asked her.
I heard it.
Hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
She doesn't hear it, but
She doesn't.
I hear it.
But I heard it too. Ragamuffin. I heard it.
Really?
Oh,
It's there. It's there. I love it. See, we get to experience you.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Hilarious.
It's dope to be able to
Yes.
listen to her talk, because remember, we have Femi on
Yes,
Thursdays.
we do.
He's from Africa.
Yeah, he's from Africa.
So it's good to hear different
Yes.
dialects, different backgrounds of people that come from all over this world
yes.
who are black and brown skinned.
Yes, I love that.
Very
You get to
diverse.
experience her
Yes.
by her experience, even though
Yes.
she wasn't necessarily born on the island,
Yeah.
Right.
but she still has it in her. In the same exact way with Femi, because
Yes.
Femi was the same exact
Femi
way.
was born in Chicago.
But
you would think he was directly from the motherland because
Because our
his
family.
accent.
It's
Yeah.
so in Florida, I was surrounded by my family.
I love you. So family is
You know
very
what I mean?
important to you.
Yes. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was moved away from them. You know, when I hit 8th grade, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yes. Yeah.
We won't
So-
get mad at nobody.
How many siblings do you have, and will you encourage them to also take the route to go into A&T?
I have one younger sister. She is 14, and I think she's gonna start high school this fall.
Okay.
I definitely want her to go to A&T.
Okay.
If not A&T, I want her to go to HBCU, please.
Come on.
But I don't know. I was raised in Central Florida. She was mainly raised here in North Carolina,
Okay. Gotcha.
in a very not people of color area. And the thing is, me, I did what I had to do to code switching, and I can get along with everybody.
Sure.
But on the other side, she's not really surrounded by more people of color. She's not surrounded by them. She's surrounded by more people that aren't of color.
Sure.
So, I will encourage her, but I don't know what
Her choice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Another question. So what made you, again, I just going back to the first question.
Yes. Go ahead.
One of the first questions I asked you, what made you choose A&T over FAMU?
Ooh. Don't do that.
The Rattlers. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You already know A&T and FAMU have,
Yeah.
that little battle over the number one HBCU spot.
Absolutely. The bands, of course.
Yes, the bands,
Yes.
homecoming.
Yes.
With okay.
It's okay.
I
Be
didn't mean to
honest.
choke you up like that. I know you gave your
I'm just
explanation, because I know A&T has a wonderful financial program there.
Absolutely, they
You
do.
love what they're doing for the community. But I know you're from Tallahassee. I'm listening. I hear that you're from Tallahassee.
Yes,
and I know
sir.
FAMU is one of the most well-known HBCUs
Yes, it is,
that's
sir.
talked about all over the world.
Yes, sir.
So why not take it back home, especially if you miss family?
My family's from Central Florida, but it is a little closer, so I get what
Okay.
you mean.
Okay.
HBCUs, we always have this little rivalry going between us.
Sure.
But y'all can't talk about HBCUs like that, like non-HBCUs.
Yeah. I got
Don't come for us, cause we gonna back each other up. It's kind of like siblings. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
absolutely.
We can joke on each other, but don't nobody else come for us. Don't touch.
Oh, I
don't
like
touch
that.
this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But FAMU, I didn't even apply. Actually,
What?
no. During I'm trying not to offend. Like,
Hey, listen, transparency is necessary to get you to your truth. So go ahead.
so Florida
Yeah.
schools overall
Yeah.
are, in my opinion, they are more. What's the word? They're going hard for their students, like Florida residents. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Out of state students, if you get in, you get in. Good, great. But they're really focused on Florida students.
Yeah.
And number one, the application fee was ridiculous. Like, for me, at least, I didn't want to pay that application fee, especially when I knew I probably wasn't going there. Right. And then I think they were done with giving out scholarships too.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I was a little too late. I'm not sure, but I still knew. I felt like it wasn't gonna be enough. So
Okay.
why would I waste money on the application? I know I'm not going to this school.
Yeah.
A&T, during that time, I was applying for their full ride scholarships because they have multiple.
Yes.
And I was like, and I also, did I have to pay application fee? I might have. I'm not sure. I don't think so though.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, it was more of like more of a money thing.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So yeah, I didn't even apply to FAMU.
Yeah. Yeah. What I love about it is your drive. Just your drive alone, just to get here, was pretty awesome. Can you talk about how important drive and being persistent and being a go-getter is for this next chapter in your life, but the importance of it for students to have that same drive for everything? Can you talk about that a little bit? How important that is?
So for me,
from your perspective,
I'm not sure how people will take this answer.
Give it to them.
For me, we only got 4 years in college.
I love it.
That's a legit answer, because a lot of people don't look at it like that. She said, look, I got 4 years. I'm not trying to mess up not
one of them 4 years. That's right.
Actually, I can answer this in a different way.
Sure.
Not in a different way.
But I'm going to be honest with you. I like that answer. Because you're right.
But I have a reason for that.
Years. Okay, tell us the reason.
In high school, okay, let me get a little closer. So in high school, this is a lot going behind this. But in high school, I was really focused on my studies. I wasn't really focused on outside of school things, I guess. It was just track and school. That's it. And I was like, that's gonna get me to college, right? I'm like, that's all I need, right?
Yeah.
Because you would think.
You would think, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Until it was the summer before my junior year. I don't remember who told me this, but I'm so thankful for them. They were like, that's not enough. They said, yes, you might be able to get into college, but how you gonna pay for it? And I was like, what do you mean, scholarships? He said, you might need to do a little bit more if you want that.
Yeah.
So when they finally taught me that, I did my research and I was like, man, what do you mean community service? What do you mean clubs? What do you mean leadership? I was like, wow, it's a lot of it's a lot to this.
It's a lot to it, yeah.
But then, I was like, I did my more research, like what are the issues in my school? And a big issue I saw was the issue I was having. We haven't been taught what we need to do to pay for college, get into college. Shoot, I was going into my junior year. That's the last year actually for college. I mean, for high school.
Correct.
Your junior year is it.
That's it.
Your academics, that's where you send your transcripts in.
Yes.
All the things you did for your scholarships, because you apply for scholarships at your beginning of your senior year.
Absolutely.
So you can't wait till senior year to get all this done.
No, you cannot.
And this is what students didn't know. So, like, that was an issue I had. And long story short, those are initiatives that I pushed in high school. Those are not organizations, but like lectures I did in high school.
Yes.
That's what I ended up doing.
Gotcha.
And it was through that I was like, this isn't for college. This is what I want to actually do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just kept going and going and going. And by the end of it, my resume, was what it needed to be.
Sure.
To apply for my scholarship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
And I did that, and it was like, okay, good, we got it. What's next? Because when you get to college, nothing on that resume really matters.
No,
anymore.
it doesn't. It doesn't.
You starting from the beginning again.
Yes.
So I started my process over. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do? What are the issues? How can you be a part of that?
Yeah.
And how much time do you have? I already finished my freshman year. That's gone. I have sophomore and junior year. What am I going to do between those 2 years to really, make my impact at A&T? Yeah. And because once you get to senior year, you can't, you're not really going for leadership positions at the end of your senior year because you're going to graduate.
Yeah. Correct.
So I have sophomore and junior to get what I want to get done. And that's where the answer to the question goes. Being a go-getter, having drive, it's very important in college because you don't have that much time.
No,
before you know it, you're going to be out of here.
Yes.
And my biggest regret would always be like looking back and saying, I wasted that time, or I could have done this, or I should have applied for this. You know what I mean? I really don't like having thinking like that. So it's like, let me push through this now. Yeah. Play later.
I love it.
So that's kind of how my
hand clap. Hand clap.
You see why she has the scholarship?
Yes, I do.
Not just a partial. She has a full scholarship, and you see why she has that.
Yes,
it's because she seen issues, she took advantage of it, and jumped on it. So
seeing issues as opportunity is very that's my
yes,
thing.
sir.
It's very
Yes.
important.
You can see
Yes.
her future before it even happens.
That's why.
That's why you asked that question.
That's why I asked that
man,
question
'cause
earlier,
it's
because I
crazy.
see it. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna do something great. Like
I really hope so. That's
Oh,
the plan.
It ain't no
that's
hope.
it ain't no hope. You are. You are.
Yeah.
You are. Your critical thinking, right there. We saw your critical thinking. Like that's crazy. Like you in high school. So you're like, okay, well, what if, or should I, if I do this right here? So your decision making, you were there automatically.
You gotta think for the
Great
future. That's my whole thing.
decision-making.
Thinking for the
Great
future.
decision making. So listen, I am so glad that you came on, and because this platform was created to motivate and to inspire. In closing, I would love for you to say something to our listeners, and to our listeners and those that will get the opportunity to see this. If you could say something to inspire someone and to motivate them not to quit and to keep going in closing, that will be great.
Okay.
You have the floor.
Okay, so I can say my favorite quote and kind of like
Sure.
go into it. So my favorite quote has always been, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So that's always been my favorite quote, because I feel like going through high school, it was like, yeah, this is my, like I was not trying to like in the most humblest way possible. Like school wasn't hard for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, I was like, oh, this is easy. I got this track. Oh, you know, I'm relatively good at track. This is okay. And then it was like, I started like, I feel like for me, I started falling behind. I said, oh, this person's doing this. This person's doing this. And while comparison is a thief of joy, it also puts you like in a check for yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you, doing what you need to be doing? Are you being lazy? Are you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's always, I guess that's my mindset,
Yeah.
like just my thought process. Like,
Yeah.
could I be doing more? Should I be doing more? This and that. So for hard work beats talent, it's like when talent doesn't work hard, it's like, yes, if you have what you need, how can I say this? If you're good at what you do, don't take that for granted. You know what I mean? Because practice doesn't always make perfection. Practice makes permanent. If you practice laziness, if you practice saying, oh, I'm doing just enough, that's what you're going to get, just enough in life for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, do the extra application, do the extra scholarship,
Yeah.
because you never know, that little extra could get you really far.
No doubt. No doubt.
That's what I have to say.
Listen. I absolutely love it. Thank you. We gave you the last word. And that was amazing. Listen, I hope you guys have heard something today that can motivate and to inspire to help you to become a better you. Listen, this is the Ross Cloud Podcast, and I'm your host, Carl Ross Sr. Make it a great day and keep being great. Peace.